Part 1. Reigniting Old Flames. Chapter 1. Walker. Almost 10 years later. Dear Walker, well, today sucked, donkey balls. First day of senior year, and where the fuck are you? Goddamn Minnesota, that's where. I'll have you know I had to sit next to Carrie Ann in AP History, and she was wearing so much perfume I almost hurled. How in the world did we ever go for that? Shit, gotta go. Coach is starting practice. It's hot as fuck here. Wish I had your sweaty ass to maul after practice. I'm horny as fuck without you here. Miss you, jackass. Wilde. Otto Wilde is back in Hobie. All I could do was repeat that sentence in my head over and over again. Otto Wilde is back in Hobie. Nerves coiled in my gut as I returned to the sheriff's office after lunch with my dad. He'd heard it from Liddy at the insurance office, who'd heard it from Cheryl at the supermarket, who'd talked to Doc Wilde at Sugar Britches, who, of course, knew where his own grandson was. 10 years. 10 years since I'd last seen the other half of myself. The boy I'd loved since I was 8 years old and had fallen into the pond between our properties. I'd been fishing alone, which was, of course, against the rules. As soon as I'd gotten sleepy out there in the sun, I'd let a stupid fish yank me right into the drink. The next thing I knew, a pair of arms was around my waist, pulling me up onto the grassy, muddy bank. "Holy cow! How big was that fish if it yanked your butt in the lake?" the boy had asked with genuine excitement, as if the Loch Ness Monster itself had been responsible for my tumble off the little wooden dock. Pretty big, I think," I'd lied. Did I lose it? Bright green eyes and messy brown hair had framed a face full of freckles. Must have. Your pole's gone and everything. You okay? You okay? He'd ended up asking me that a million times over the next 10 years. After I'd broken my arm on a skateboard to wipe out, "Shit, man, you okay?" After I'd gotten back that horrible grade in Senor Miller's Spanish class, "Fuck, dude, you okay?" After my first horse died. After my grandmother died. After my grandfather made me shoot a buck. Every single goddamn moment of my childhood from that point on was Otto Wilde by my side, making sure I was okay. After we both lost our virginity to Carrie Ann Clapper at the same time, but locked eyes on each other instead of the poor girl throughout every single moment of it. After both of us realized that we would have been 1,000 times happier had Carrie Ann not even been there that night. "Seth, you okay? Are we okay?" Fuck no. I hadn't been okay in 10 goddamn years. "You just gonna stand there all day, or what?" My head snapped up to see our receptionist/dispatcher sitting at the desk, eyeing me over her bright red reading glasses. They hung from a purple and turquoise beaded chain and perched on the end of her nose when she was on the clock and matched her artificially red hair that had been teased up into some kind of beehive hairdo since about 1910. "Sorry, Luann. Guess I was zoning out there for a minute," I admitted, trying to shake off distracting thoughts of Otto Wilde. "What do you have for me this afternoon? Anything?" "You're talking to the youth club at 3, but that's about it. Oh, did you hear about Saint and Otto Wilde quitting the Navy? They're back on the ranch with their granddads for the time being, but I heard Saint wanted them to go to Dallas and find jobs. Says there's a firehouse that's trying to get Otto to come work for them since that's what he did in the Navy. Not sure what Saint plans to do." "I thought he worked on submarines," I asked without thinking. I'd kept my ears peeled for any molecule of news about Otto over the years, and when I'd learned he was stationed on a sub, I'd panicked. He fucking hated small spaces. "Yeah, fires are a big deal on those death tubes, but maybe that's why they train their firefighters so well. Anyway, supposedly the Hobie fire chief is desperate to get him on board when Nathan retires this spring. Don't know if Otto'd be willing to wait around that long, though."